gangsters. The little fish. Alright, so let's see what this New Year, full moon, and Mercury retrograde have brought for you. And this is like that energy of when the butterfly rips out of the cocoon, I think. Yeah, at least that's how it's felt for me a little bit. So let's see how this is feeling for you. Oh shit, alright. So, the first card out is the water element, right? Which I fucking love, because this is a Pisces reading, so naturally water, you know? This is like, it represents reflection, you know, self-reflection, self-awareness, kindness, compassion, and it's kind of like reaching a level of like connection with your personal element, where you start embodying the nature of water, you know? What does water do? It goes with the flow, right? It is the flow. Yeah. Then we have Alpha Centurions. Foresight, planning, and strategy. So, looks like you're planning or strategizing. Or like, you know, this could be just like making plans for your future. This could be like, you know, like navigating like new things. Let's see. We'll drop some clarifiers. There's a lot of water in both of these cards too, which I find very fascinating. They're both like very, very connected to emotions. So what you planning? So we have the Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy. This is, and it's not talking about a Sagittarius person, it's the energy of Sagittarius, if that makes sense, like the constellation. But basically, Temperance in reverse is like losing your patience with something, or like kind of like not willing to like continue to wait for something. It could also represent getting angry. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse represents something moving very slowly or not really like coming through the way that you'd hoped. Ten of Pentacles in reverse represents like the energy of having to like let go. Like like let go of like a certain like objective or ideal or something like you were like very certain of, you know. It's like that's the problem with certainty, is you can't really be certain of anything. That's, you know, as soon as you're certain of something, bam, it changes, you know. That's the nature of shit here. Certainty is dangerous. So okay. Continue though. Alright, so this is interesting. We have King of Wands here. Sorry, my hair's like all up in my face. We have King of Wands. And this is kind of like the energy of like confronting like a personal truth, or like, you know, assessing the truth of your, you know, life, and really wanting to live in accordance to like what's true for you, you know, or what you do truly want, you know. It's like you're looking for like something that inspires and motivates you. Or just dropped. So this is interesting here, because like the Two of Cups came out exactly sideways, right? And there's a way to read sideways cards, so I'm gonna read it like so. But really, with the Two of Cups in reverse, or in, like, because you read it in reverse and right side up, right? It could be like walking out of like one connection and into another. It could also represent like making big decisions in regards to a connection, right? With the Ten of Cups, it looks like your ultimate ambition here is like emotional fulfillment, right? And with the Chariot, this is the energy of like moving or moving on, right? Cancer energy, right? You could be dealing with a Cancer. But it is the energy, especially with the Ten of Cups being water, right? Like, there could be a lot of emotions connected to a Cancer. With the Five of Swords in reverse, it's like, it feels like there's a lack of, like, conflict. There's no, like, you don't feel conflicted about it, or you don't, like, have conflict. You know, it's like there's too much understanding or something. It's like feeling on the same page, right? That's a good way to put that. We have the King of Swords here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? The King of Swords is somebody who, like, isn't afraid to, like, cut something off or, like, you know, end something. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's the energy of letting go or releasing something, you know? And so it looks to me like you could be making decisions, you know, especially with the Two of Cups sideways. You could be deciding to, like, walk away from a connection and choose your emotional fulfillment elsewhere. Or, you know, yeah, it's really what it feels like, you know. And if you're not in a relationship, it could represent, like, letting go of, like, perhaps somebody that you had wanted to be with and it didn't work out. And, like, now you're, you know, able to pursue something that is mutually beneficial, you know, something that feels, you know, mutual. With the Seven of Swords, you know, the Seven of Swords kind of, and it's the energy of, like, I feel like, you know, because with the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords, it's like cutting off somebody that you feel like has, you know, like, been deceitful, or, like, you know, or you could just feel that, like, that they're just, like, they bring a lot of conflict or something. Whatever the case is, it looks like, you know, it didn't feel right for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like, a negative thing either. You know, with the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords represents, like, a sense of, like, understanding, like, who's meant to be and who isn't, you know, in regards to those kinds of connections. Who vibrates on the same frequency as you, you know? Because ultimately I feel like that's what everyone's seeking, is like a vibrational match. With the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it almost feels like you're scared to pursue new love connections because you're afraid of like being like left out in the cold or like abandoned, you know, and it's like, so I feel like you kind of go back and forth in your head about like pursuing this connection or like not pursuing it, and it's like you're weighing out the pros and cons and like really thinking like what's in your best interest. And I feel like that's why the Two of Cups is sideways, because like you're still in such an indecisive energy about like where exactly you want to like plant your seeds. That's a weird way to put that, but yeah. See, the King of Pentacles in reverse is similar to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse in the fact that they both have hands that are letting go of the pentacle when you turn it upside down, right? Upside right up, right, or right side up means like they're holding on. Upside down means they're letting go, right? And I feel this energy of like you want to let go. With the Empress in reverse, it could be with somebody who like, I wouldn't say they're a bad person or anything. It's just they weren't a vibrational match for you, right? The Empress in reverse is like somebody who like, kind of like unintentionally blocks your like creativity or something, you know, because you like think so much on them, because you're focused so much on them, it distracts you from like other things. With the Three of Swords, it looks like it's just become a painful cycle, like there's heartbreak, and it looks like it's on both sides, you know, it doesn't look like it's one-sided here, it looks like it's on both sides. And I feel like, you know, you're in this energy of like kind of needing to heal from this and like resolve this before making any decisions about like being with somebody else, you know, but that's my personal perspective on it. You know, take it as it resonates, but let's see what the college cards have to say for you. Dumavati. Certain endings are unavoidable. They are necessary precursors to radical reinvention. Any disappointment, defeat, or loss, and the negative repercussions of such experiences will not limit your future happiness, but are opening up yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust must be unconditional at this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope that this is helpful. And I wish you luck. Namaste. I love you all. Goodbye.